would you look at those tomatoes? They're growing really great this year and starting to ripen up. And my lettuce plants are starting to bolt. You can always tell when the lettuce is bolting by the way it kind of bolts up, shoots up from the ground down at the base. It just gets really tall. And then what'll happen is it'll start to produce these little flowers. You'll also notice with the leaves kind of get this little jagged edge, and that's another sign that it's bolting. And usually what happens when lettuce bolts is the leaves will turn a bit bitter. So once it starts to shoot up like this, it's not too edible. But what I do is I just let them flower and they'll reseed themselves. And also I'll work on collecting the seeds. Now I want to show you guys these guys because some of them have already started to seed, kind of produce that little flower, and then there's like a little white fuzz. And then down at the base of it, I'm going to give it just a little bit more time, but you can see the seeds are starting to develop at the base, and it's very easy to harvest these. You'll squeeze this and the seeds will pop right back out. And it's really great to harvest these for my hydroponic systems, as well as the fact that they will seed my garden beds again. Now I want to point out these little planters that I set up with the lettuce and how I also am growing my tomatoes with them. The reason I do that is because lettuce and tomatoes make great companion plants. For the most part, lettuce, until it bolts, stays down at the base, while the tomato plants shoot up. And as they shoot up, they are able to get the light that they need without compromising the lettuce plants. And the other thing that makes tomatoes such good companions with lettuce is the fact that they're both different families. Tomatoes are from the nightshade family, whereas lettuce is from the aster family. This year I'm growing a variety of different tomatoes. I've got these sweeter ones, they're like sun sugars, and they ripen more orange in color, and they're not quite as tart as my red ones. But it's really nice to have a variety of different plants. I also like to do cherry tomatoes, so those are great to grow as well in these little planters. So I hope you enjoy growing these in your garden. I think they do well in just about any garden at any climate, because tomatoes are a warm crop plant and lettuce is a cold crop plant. You could start your lettuce in early spring, and then when it warms up, plant your tomato plants and they will shoot up. You could harvest the first crop of lettuce and plant another, and they grow really well. So happy gardening, everybody, and I will see you again next time.